hello, hello, hello. Also, show a little funny video about school. How many picture day? Nobody. One, two. Silly. European. sentence. Thought, okay? And that's the sentence about the dog with the right? The okay? Talking about. Oh, do you remember that you can see? Okay, sorry, Gianni. Can you hear me now? Hold on, class. I'm going to see if I can't get... to do 1 through 5, and then we'll come back and check in here in a minute. Hello? Hello? I don't know why it's not working. Can you hear me at all? Okay, let's try this again. Can you hear me now? Hello? I'm going to try. It's just not doing well. I'm going to stay close to the computer so you can see me right now. Okay, like this. I'll stay closer to the computer. You can hear me, and I'll just move this camera. All right, guys, number 2. When knights wore armor, who has this answer? Josiah, what did you get? Good, F for fragment. When knights wore armor, that's not a complete sentence. It doesn't make sense by itself, okay? Number 3. Hold Let's go to Ariel. I am studying. Sentence or fragment? I am studying. Does that make sense all by itself? Okay, then it's a sentence. Now that one's a little bit tricky, right? Because you look and you only see 3 words. And sometimes we think a fragment means it's just real short. But that's not always the case. Sometimes a sentence can be real short. As long as it has the sentence, the subject, okay? Who are we talking about in the sentence? Well, in the sentence, I. That's who the sentence is about, I. And then what is I doing, or what are I doing? There's no correct way to say that. I am studying. That's your verb part. That's your predicate. So you have a subject and a predicate, and it makes sense, even though it is a shorter sentence. Okay, number 4. Doing a very fine job. Doing a very fine job. Tony, what do you think? Doing a very fine job. Sentence or fragment? Fragment. It doesn't make sense. Who is doing a very fine job? We don't know. It's missing the sentence or the subject part of that sentence. And number 5, this is where we're going to stop today because we're going to do the rest of this tomorrow. This fur coat is expensive. This fur coat is expensive. Shane. It is the subject. Yes. This fur coat is expensive. Is expensive is your verb. Who or what is expensive? The coat is expensive. It has a subject, it has a predicate, it makes complete sense. It's a complete thought, okay? Now, 6th grade, I have a evaluation link. Books for now. I'm going to take the next few minutes. I'm going to show you evaluation, if you can take it, and then when you get a chance to email it over just to see what you know about grammar, okay? Class, I'm going to have Shane, can you pass this up? Make sure you have your pencil ready for the next few minutes. I'm going to have you working on this. Make sure we're not talking or looking at another person's paper. Just do your very best. If you have questions at this time, I will come around and I can give you a little direction as we go, but really I want to see what you already know, okay? That'll help me knowing what I really need to focus on this year and review from last year, okay? Yanni, I'm going to go ahead and put a slide up just for now so that you can work on this on your own. In a few minutes I'll come right back on and then we'll go into our spelling and our reading. So take a few minutes if you already have this and work on this. If not, you can even pull it up on email and just write the answers down on a piece of paper. Either way is fine, okay? There is a type sentence this is, so I wanted to make sure you understood that there was probably autocorrect on the Gianni. I don't know, the mic's picking it out again. I can see that. Go ahead and pull out your spelling book. We're going to go to list 1. Okay, let's see, it's on real quickly. So we're working on spelling section 1. Test your understanding. I'm going to stand here where I'm close to this microphone. Thank you. Let's go back over. We spell say. So we're going to go to number 1. We're going to say it. Astrology. Astrology. Number 3, astronomy. Astro. Astronomy. Number 4, astronaut. Ronaut. Astronaut. Number 5, disastrous. 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 Fingers there. And LED. And second, something that my college instructors taught us to do. And commodity. See? Okay, number 12. Ready, begin. Complex. Complex. I said that the wrong way. It's complex. Okay. Number 13. Ready, begin. Contrite. C-O-N-T-R-I-T-E, contrite. Number 14, compose. C-O-M-P-O-S-E, compose. Number 15, compound. C-O-M-P-O-U-N-D, compound. Number 16, comprehensive. C-O-M-P-R-E-H-E-N-S-I-V-E, comprehensive. Number 17, composition. O-M-P-O-S-I-T-I-O-N, composition. Number 18, compulsive. C-O-M-P-U-L-S-I-V-E, compulsive. Number 19, conceal. C-O-N-C-E-A-L, conceal. Use your pointer fingers, please. Number 20, conceit. C-O-N-C-E-I-T, conceit. Remember I before E. C. Very good. So that's why it's E-I there on that conceit. Okay. The only exception is when it sounds like A, as in neighbor and way. All right. Number 21. Ready? Begin. Concentration. C-O-N-C-E-N-T-R-A-T-I-O-N. Concentration. Number 22. Concept. C-O-N-C-E-P-T, concept. Number 23, compact. C-O-M-P-A-C-T, compact. Number 24, conclusion. C-O-N-C-L-U-S-I-O-N, conclusion. Number 28, C-O-N-C-R-E-T-E, concrete. Number 26, condemn. C-O-N-D-E-M-N, condemn. Condescend. C-O-N-D-E-S-C-E-N-D, condescend. Number 28, confederate. C-O-N-F-E-D-E-R-A-T-E, confederate. Number 29, consent. C-O-N-S-E-N-T, consent. Number 30, convert. C-O-N-V-E-R-T, convert. And then these are our suffixes that end with the C-Y ending there. The C-Y ending means a state of. Okay, so number 31, buoyancy. B-U-O-Y-A-N-C-Y. Number 32, consistency. C-O-N-S-I-S-T-E-N-C, consistency. Number 33, deficiency. D-E-F-I-C-I-E-N-C-Y, deficiency. Number 34, frequency. F-R-E-Q-U-E-N-C-Y, frequency. Number 35, last one, privacy. P-R-I-V. This material is composed of whatever it may be, cotton, spandex, who knows, okay? So he used that in the correct form, composed. It means made up of, okay? Josiah, good job, come on up. Who can use the word composition in a sentence? Gavin. Composition. I was assigned a composition. Who can use the word condescend in a sentence for me? Condescend. Condescend. Condescend means to come down to another's mental or social level. Emily, want to give it a try?
I got consent to my homework.
Okay, let's give it another try. It's a good thought. Tristan, what do you think? I have to condescend to my brother's level. Okay, condescend means to come down to somebody else's level. And my kids, they play with little Emmy. She's 4. Okay, sometimes they don't enjoy playing with her because she plays differently, right, than they do. They want to play basketball and she wants to play with her little dolls. So they have to condescend, meaning coming down to her level when they play with her, okay? Who can use the word consistency in a sentence for me for a ticket? Consistency. Someone else. Consistency. Consistency means what, class? Say it out loud. What does consistency mean? You were right, Ariel. Keep going. Good, it's right there. Faithfulness, firmness of character, consistency. Someone who's always doing the same thing the same way. That's being consistent. When you do your homework every night, you're being consistent with your homework. Who can use consistency in a sentence for me? Ariel? Good. When I do my laundry, I do it with consistency. Good job. Okay, let's do one more. This one will be... Actually, we'll make it 4 tickets. See, in a sentence. Tristan, your hand first. A cousin has a deficiency in what? I'll give it to you anyways. Like a deficiency in vitamin C, vitamin D. They lack something, or there's a shortage of something. Over to the test your understanding. Gianni, we were doing that first section on page 3. Test your understanding. It says words on notebook paper. Okay. When you're writing and then you can sir. You always write it on the side instead of this. So here's your hole, so you're going to write it just like this.
On the right side?
Yep, right here. That's number 1. A blank word. Putting 2 things together. When you think you have the answer, raise your hand. A blank word consists of smaller words. We learned this in grammar. You probably learned it last year. Josiah, what do you think it is? What kind of word consists of 2 smaller words? Do you know, Tony? Yes. Adam, do you know? Okay, what kind of, well, that would be a contraction. That's not one of your spelling words. You're looking left. How about like baseball? Basketball. What kind of words are those? Shane? Compound. Good. Compound. Look at number. Word consists of two smaller words. Number two, Proverbs 13:20 says, "We will be wise if we walk with wise men, but a blank of fools shall be destroyed." What word will we put in that blank? Adam? A what? Men. Is that one of your small words? Anyone else? What do you think, Cameron? We will be wise if we walk. Verse. So what? I think you're right. Companion. Good job, Ariel. A companion of fools shall be destroyed. This is a good thing to live by. Okay? If you want to make right decisions, then you want to be right decisions. When you're in the classroom, if you don't want to a lot of people who break companions of a fool. Okay, the Bible term foolish, okay, so a foolish person is someone who makes breaking the rules, not thinking. So this sentence here, we're wise if we walk with wise men, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Okay, number 3. Read this sentence for me, Josiah. Uh-huh.
The highways and bridges.
Out into the high. Trying to get people, convince people to come. So what word would mean to change? Okay, so he wasn't trying to change them to come to the feast. He's telling them to my master's feast. He's compelling them to come. He's telling them to come, okay? You're writing this down, guys. Number 1, we had a compound word. Should have written compound for number 1. Number 2, should have written Compelled. We should have written on our pages. All right, number 4. Have you already finished your blank for language class? Have you already finished your blank for language class? Ariel, what do you think? Composition. Very good. Composition. A short at school. So have you already finished your class? Number 5. Read me the sentence, Adam. Scurvy, good. Okay, let's analyze the sentence. Let's try to figure out what it's saying here. Scurvy, a disease caused by a blank of vitamin C, long ago plagued sailors who ate no citrus fruits. Deficiency. They lacked it. There was no vitamin C in their system because they didn't eat citrus fruits. Okay, good. So make sure you have that written down for number 5. Number 5 was deficient on your list. Deficiency. Make sure you're copying correctly. By the way, we don't want to misspell the words on our paper because if you're misspelling, concentration. Good. Close attention. That's what concentration means. Reading comprehension requires concentration on one's reading. Number 6. Denying Christ. Peter. I had the privilege of going in September. Jesus has been taken. He's being scourged. He's being beaten. The Bible says they beat Jesus 40 times or 39 times. If they beat him 40 times, they said that would usually take a man's life. So they beat him one time less. Like they beat him enough where he was really suffering, but not enough to take his life. So here Jesus is suffering the ultimate pain, ultimate suffering. And Peter is outside in this courtyard area, and I got to stand there. And there's roosters all around, and this is kind of like out in the country a little bit. And it says that the Bible tells that cock's going to crow 3 times, and you're going to deny me 3 times. And so Peter denies Jesus. He realizes, what did I just do? Man, this is the person that I love. This is the person. He died. He's dying for me. That he knew him, and instantly, what vocabulary word is missing here in this sentence? Peter became what after his sin? Tony? I'm sorry, not Tony. Adam. He had his hand up. Sorry. Contrite. Contrite means feeling deeply sorry after you've sinned. Soon as Peter realized what he'd done, he felt deeply sorry. He asked God for forgiveness. Number 8, a store is one example of a blank enterprise. A blank enterprise. Gianni, so I know you're with me. If you can type what answer you think this is in the comment section, then I'll know that you're hearing me fine. A story is one example of a blank enterprise. Sorry, a store. A store is one example of a blank enterprise. You guys in the classroom, go ahead and write down what answer you think it is. I'm going to see if Gianni can get it typed into the box. A store is one example of a blank enterprise. Raise your hand if you got it already. Okay, a couple of you. Give the rest of you a few minutes. Think about what a store is. What do you do at a store? That will help you with this word. Okay, who has it now? Okay, a few more. Landon, you still working on it? You have it? Gavin, do you have it? You have it? Did you get it, Cameron? Okay, class. Let's say it out loud. What do you think it is? Commercial. Commercial means having to do with a business or trade. So a store is a business, right? A store is one example of a commercial enterprise. Number 9. Read me the sentence, Emmeline. Qualification. One important qualification for the penmanship award is blank. Doing neat, careful work all of the time. So what means doing neat, careful work all of the time? All the time is your clue there. All of the time. What word would that be, Shane? Okay, I see where you could get that word. That's not what they're looking for. The clue is all of the time. But I understand where you would get that from because I think that that also kind of goes along with what they're asking here. But what means that you do it always the right time? You do it right all the time. Consistently. Just gave you a hint there, a really big hint. Class, what is it? Consistency, meaning doing the same thing all the time, the same way, okay? I do understand, Shane said comprehensive, which means complete. So I understand where he would get that from, okay? You want to do your assignments complete, in a complete manner. So that's just not what they were looking for. Probably if that was a test or a quiz, I would have given it to him. But the key there that they were looking for is all of the time, meaning consistently. Consistency, okay? Number 10. For God sent not his Son into the world to blank the world, but that the world through him might be saved. This verse, many of you might have already memorized this at some point. For God sent not his Son into the world to what? What did he not want to do to the world? Does anyone know it? What do you think it is, Josiah? Not compelled. What do you think, Cameron? Not contrite. We already used that one. No. Emily, what do you think? No. Good thought, though. Gavin? What'd you say? You don't know? Tony, what do you think? No, we already said that one. Ariel, what do you think? Condemn. Good job, Ariel. He didn't want to condemn the world. He didn't want to declare them guilty. We are guilty of our sin. that we've sinned. We know we've done wrong, but God didn't come to just say, Mrs. Rule, you've done wrong and you are guilty and you deserve punishment. That's not why Jesus came to this earth. He came to this earth to say, yes, you're guilty, you've sinned, but I love you and I died for you and your sin is paid for and I forgive you. Okay? So he didn't come into the world to condemn the world. He came that the world through him might be saved. Number 11, inventors often try to create a blank that everyone will buy. What do they try to create? Cameron, what do you think? No, you're right. Commodity. Good job. Inventors often try to create a commodity that everyone will buy. Remember, commodity means a useful product or a service. So inventors try to create a useful product or a service that everyone will buy. So that absolutely was right. That word there is commodity. Number 11, commodity. Make sure you're writing these on your paper, please. Number 12. Read it for me, Josiah.
Arithmetic became easier for new students after she finally came to understand the length of division.
Okay, what do you think the word is there?
Hmm?
Arithmetic became easier for the new student after he finally came to understand the blank of division. You learn new what every day in school? Not quite. Cameron, what do you think? You're right. Concept. Good job, bud. Concept. We learn new concepts in school. So he was, it became easier when he understood the concept or the idea of division, okay? Number 13, make sure you're writing all these in. Number 12 was concept. C-O-N-C-E-P-T. Number 13, Esther's humility was much more attractive than the puffed up blank of Vashti. Esther's humility was much more attractive than the puffed up blank of Vashti. Puffed up means prideful. I'm the best. So what word do you think we're going to look for here? Tony? Conceit. Good. Conceit means pride. C-O-N-C-E-I-T. Conceit. Number 14, Christ was willing to blank to become a man in order to redeem us. He was willing to come down and become a man. So what word means to come down? Tristan? I know you know this one. You gave me a sentence to help me with it. Condescend. Christ was willing to condescend, meaning to come down to our level, to become a man in order to redeem us. Number 14 is condescend. Make sure you're writing these. Last one, I'm going to have you turn this paper into me, so hopefully you're getting all these down. Number 15, Ariel, before I can stay at your house, I need Mom's consent. I need her permission. Very good. All right, I'm going to have you turn those into me when we dismiss for lunch. Those of you that did not finish it, you will have to finish and turn it into me tomorrow. So if you weren't quite paying attention and you missed some, you'll have to finish that on your own and then bring it back to me. Okay, quick. First page, please. Yes, sir. Okay. Johnny, I don't know if you're still listening. I'm going to try to attempt the board. So we'll see if the mic will stretch that far. Today we're going to talk about the day for the rest of your life, so you do need to learn your cursive writing. Gianni, we are on page 5 of our creative writing book. The element of spacing is what we're looking at. I'm going to do some examples on the board. Today you're going to do that first page, that first couple sections here, okay? All right. We're looking at the letters A. On the board. moment, and let's have a word of prayer.